I mean, kinda. Not even preset topics. I just write shit down before the episode.
Okay, let me in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the... Power hour. It's a podcast, bitch.
I'm glad we both thought of the same song.
So, cars driving by, people walking by.
We forgot about the car song.
I didn't see too many pickupage on the waveform, but I don't know. We didn't really listen to the audio.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
who cares?
Who gives a
fuck? We'll
man?
find out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I'm glad to have my friend and boyfriend. We have gay sex with each other, Keven. He's filling in for Spencer because Spencer's at the Mambla convention.
The main boyfriend. The main boyfriend you have gay sex with?
Yeah, my main hook, Spencer.
I'm his side bitch.
Yeah. How does it feel to be the side bitch to the bottom bitch? So that's
pretty sad.
It's doubly sad.
Life sucks and then you die. It's okay, Keven.
Yep, that's why we get high.
Glad you feel so fondly of him.
Yeah. So in our neighborhood, they were having the, I don't know what they're called. Oh yeah, no, I do. Knights of Columbus. They've been around like dropping off candy and like, well, you go through the intersection.
They're standing around at like businesses on the roads collecting money, and in exchange for the money you donate, they give you a Tootsie Roll. But one of the big Tootsie Rolls, not a little one.
Oh,
but you know, it's like the
your
jugs,
25
like
cents
a milk
worth.
jug.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't know what they do specifically, but how I know their interaction
Hang on,
is...
can I interrupt you for a second? Because I've told you multiple times what my Knights of Columbus does.
It's like a Catholic men's society or something like that, right?
Well, good thing that this is a construct, this podcast, where I'm not honestly saying to say honest things sometimes. Sometimes I'm saying...
And none of us are real.
None of us are real, and this is all...
Except you.
You know how much you just forget the shit I say anyway, so...
Yeah.
I was just busting your balls for forgetting shit.
Anyway, I don't really know what they do. I know that they are a Catholic organization. I got that because they had a giant fucking crucifix on their jacket, little vest thing, so I was like... Well, I'm going to guess that it's a religious organization. All I know is that, like, I give them a handful of pennies that are sticky from the bottom of my car, and they give me candy. And I think that's a positive interaction for the most part because, you know, that's about as good as a, like, deal you're going to get anywhere.
Anything that ends in candy, yeah.
And they're not the only ones that do the, like, you know, standing on the road, giving the... Like, have you ever seen those before?
Sometimes firemen do that shit, right? Don't they?
A week before... When I was going to work, it wasn't them. I think it was the Lions Club was doing the same thing, but instead of Tootsie Rolls, they had mints.
Ooh.
And then there's another time, and the only reason I know all about the Knights of Columbus thing today is because Knights of Columbus give the money from this drive, the Tootsie Roll drive, to our organization because we work with people with disabilities, so that's what the drive is for.
I think I saw some of these folks... on my drive-in today, actually. They were in yellow vests.
Yep, the yellow vests.
At the corner of, like, 72 and 47.
Exactly.
Out by, past Hampshire, but I don't know what... It's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
They still want that money.
Real
money. But the other organizations that we've done it before with do peanuts. You get peanuts in return.
Honestly,
I feel like you gotta get, like, I would much rather have a Tootsie Roll or peanuts than the Lions Club last week. They were handing out mints. And mints is lame as fuck.
Do you know what pisses me off, though? Sometimes I'll see those people on the road, and I'll think, ooh, a Tootsie Roll sweet thing. So I collect up all my nasty, dirty pennies from my center console, and I hand them away. And they hand me a bag of nuts, and I literally sometimes just want to, like, take it and just fucking throw it in their face. How fucking dare you hand me a bag of peanuts?
Says the man who
what has... an affront to your existence.
You literally drive around with a container of peanuts.
Sticky
in your
pennies
car.
at them.
I don't need peanuts. I have peanuts. They're in my car. They're called my car peanuts. Pro tip: if you take a thing of salted peanuts and a like a sugar-free Red Bull and you drink them and eat them at the same time, if you're really stoned, it tastes like caramel apples. So, pro tip for no one that I don't think, don't take my advice on anything ever on this show. I guess is the
By pro tip, I mean don't listen to Skylar.
Basically, get stoned and keep snacks in your car is what he's saying.
Pro tip. How was your drive out here, Kevin? I know you gotta like come a bit of a way.
Yeah, how far does it take for you to get?
Well, I took 90
How
this
long
time,
does
so
it
I
take,
saved about 10-15 minutes, I guess.
Whoa. That's
Wait, I thought you said it was longer than that last time.
I saved 10-15 minutes by taking 90, but it's more miles. It's otherwise it takes me like an hour and 15, hour and 20.
Wow.
damn. Well, thank you for coming out, man.
You like us that much.
Well, I mean, I got my days off, and they usually come on suddenly, and I don't know what to do with them. And it's a Friday, and I insist on having fun on Fridays, if I can get away with it.
Hell yeah, gotta have fun.
And
on
Saturdays.
Friday.
Because there's not much other time for fun, in this life.
I fucking hate driving. Like
I know.
It makes me so fucking mad.
I drive.
Yeah.
I know. It gives me this like existential like feeling of dread, like when I drive anywhere.
Now that you've got a new car, though.
No, I drive way more now.
Yeah.
I got fucking cut off this morning by some dude. Yeah, you have a small penis! Woo! I got cut off by this dude with the most Blue Lives Matter stickers ever. He just not even giving a fuck. He just like straight up cut right in front of me in a 2-lane road. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? So I like went around the other side.
What if I call the cops on you right now? Would you take down my insurance information if you hit me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What if it was a hit and run? Then whose lives still matter then, huh?
The fucking annoying thing is, so like this guy cuts me off completely, and I was gonna drive around like the side and flip him off and like tell him to go fuck himself, and I like get to the side of him, and you know how like old people get when they were in the army and they have like a completely shaved head, but somehow their hair on the top of their head sticks up completely, so it's like he had like a perfect flat top.
Because you still got
like
the
a buzz
military
cut.
cut.
Like a white
you can't stop doing the military cut.
Dead white hair and just the angriest fucking look I've ever seen in a man's face. Just like,
don't fuck with that.
And I looked at him and I like just hit the brakes and like slowed back down and went behind him. I'm like, there is no reason to be antagonizing this.
There was
Clearly
a choice.
He's still so mad about BLM and Antifa.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's still seething about it every time he gets in his truck.
Dude, that guy, the way that guy looks, he looks like he's mad that he can't say the N-word anymore.
He's mad that somebody asked him his pronouns.
I'm sure a lot of the people with those kinds of stickers have fit in that demographic.
It wasn't just one sticker. He had like 8 of them. He had like the Punisher skull one.
The more
one where that little
Blue
kid
Lives
is
Matter
pissing
flags
on
I have on my
something.
card, the more badly I want to say the N-word.
The one I couldn't understand is he had like a Blue Lives Matter thing, but it had multiple stripes of different colors, and I thought it was a rainbow at first.
I've seen those before. It's like that's for firefighters and
the red one, yeah.
military.
It's like a red and a green, and I think it's like an orange or something like that. I was like,
you signed up for your job, okay? You don't need no special flag. Your flag is American flag, right?
yeah. I mean, I don't. The thing is, don't cut me off. Just don't cut me off.
Sorry, what were you saying?
End of the day.
But let me interject for a moment.
Yeah. So, did you see the...
Anyway, did you say...
Did you see the new iPhone 14 thing?
The what, 14?
There's like a new iPhone coming out.
The update or the new phone?
New phone.
What's
They all
new
look the
about
same.
It's not... This one looks...
Is there anything new about it?
They have no jacks whatsoever on there instead of just not having.
There's literally no ports.
Yeah.
There's
no
nothing
ports.
to plug in. You just had. I mean, they do make those chargers that you just set on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, the wireless
ones.
ones.
The only difference, and I like watched because I got a lot of free time, so I like watched the press conference. The only differences from the previous year, and I went and looked it up, was they removed the SIM card from the phone. So it's a SIM-less phone. No SIM card in the phone. I was like...
What's the big
Sounds more like a
draw
simp
from that?
phone to me.
Hey!
Heyo!
Ayo!
I never really... I've had iPhones. I've never really got the... Like, people bust nuts for iPhones. Like,
it's just so easy. The user face is easy.
I get to buy a new phone every year for
$1,000.
Right.
I did see on the new update. I haven't updated this or looked into it. I saw it on TikTok. That's going to be my quote forever. That's how I get my news.
Just lie. Just lie. Just say.
I read this in a scientific article in the Journal of New Technical Media. That you can take a picture and then like select the subject and make a little sticker emoji of yourself. Doesn't that sound like
real
fun, Keven?
Like a real sticker?
No, like a
it's like
like on your phone.
Virtual sticker.
A virtual sticker.
Where it's like you got like the Bitmoji of yourself going.
Oh, okay.
But it's actually you.
Oh, fuck that. I thought it was like are they coming out if they come out with a sticker printer where I could just take a picture and then just stick stickers places?
That probably exists.
Yeah, you can get vinyl stickers.
I literally own a photo printer. I bet you just put sticker paper inside. Boom. Sticker printer.
Photo printer.
Oh my god.
How's your health these days?
Horrible, thank you.
Tell him to go to the doctor, please.
It's the sad thing, the funny thing is I take dabs. I smoke too many dabs now. So like,
don't we all?
I'll like be going into like a steam room and like the steam will hit me and I'll just be like and then people just stare at me like I have fucking COVID. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I forget that it's not acceptable to cough anymore, I guess. Like people.
It's been 2 years.
I know.
He's got the swine flu.
Oh my god. The H1N1.
The what? Oh, H1N1. For some reason, I thought you were trying to like say something inappropriate, like through spelling letters. I don't know why my brain was.
I'm giving you a code.
Yeah.
Psychically. Did you receive it?
It's saying "bust inside." Bustin' makes me feel good. I love Ghostbusters. It's a great film.
We're coming up on the perfect time of year to watch it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is, folks. By the time you see this, it will be almost October. All the leaves will be brown, and the sky will turn gray.
All the leaves are brown.
And the sky will turn gray.
And the sky is gray.
I looked out my door, and I forgot to go for a walk.
Oh no, we're
and I went to town.
And it wasn't warm.
There's one of those vultures you talked about last week. I mean, it's gone now, but it just...
Yeah, because there's someone killing people and dumping dead bodies into their backyard to be eaten by
Skylar has a conspiracy theory that there is a serial killer in DeKalb. I think that we probably would have heard about this. Or at least heard about way
the ice
more
cream
dead
man.
bodies.
Speaking of...
Ice cream! Speaking of serial killers, the ice cream is coming.
That'd be hilarious if we're like, can we get the ice cream? Ice cream man, would you like to be on the pod?
And then he comes out with like a giant like
if my purse wasn't all the way in the back, I would go get some money. I do have like $10 in cash. Would it stop right in here though? This street has no parking. Oh my god, it is hauling for an ice cream truck.
They're like, there's no kids around here, just angry millennials.
I just got
aging
millennials and their podcasts.
I just got a DM from Jake Joyce.
Right now?
Right now.
Ooh.
This is live. Had to pause the podcast to tell you that I hate planes for the same exact reason. I haven't flown since I was 10. I'm glad, Jake, that you get to... You know what you could be? You'll be the mobile correspondent on the show. You text us around the same exact time. You'll see this episode.
Fridays,
letters to the...
Fridays around 4, in between like 4:30, 5:30.
Yeah, I want you to send in a message.
Skylar, drop your Insta so people can direct message you.
That's a good
on Fridays.
Dude, Nobelium 102, that's the Insta. You can... I'm not even joking you. I will open anything from the beginning of this podcast
and read it aloud.
And read it aloud on the podcast.
Unless there's certain words on there.
No, we can bleep
that.
Yeah.
I do not give a fuck. I will say them. We'll just bleep them in post. So 100%. So 100% do that shit, please. But thank you, Jake. Thank you for being the first person to...
Well, I mean, that's a common thing, is flight anxiety. But thank you for commiserating with him.
Yes.
So
yes.
what was the content? He said...
He's saying that he's also afraid of planes.
Oh, okay.
Last week we talked about how he doesn't
That
like
just
flying.
leaves me, I guess.
I don't mind flying.
I guess I got the Cessna all to myself.
What do you think is more scary? Like, what do you think would be more scary? Because I know, like, there's a reason why planes make me anxious, and I can apply it to, like, a greater degree with these things. Do you think it would be more scary to be in space, like in a spaceship? Mm-hmm. Like, but, like, we're not talking future, like, right now spaceship, or right now submarine, like, under the water.
Oh, that's tough.
Underwater, I think.
The underwater one?
My gut reaction is underwater.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, both would be...
I don't know if I'm just stupid, but I think that if I, like, were to, like, be exposed to space, I'd probably just die instantly.
Right? I feel like it would...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be a much quicker death in space. I'm hope maybe?
Yeah,
than, like, if you had to drown to death, right?
I feel like on space launches and missions and stuff, there's so much extra shit that could go wrong.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
how often
ever
do you
heard of
hear
the
about
Challenger
submarine?
space shuttle?
Oh my god, right?
I just heard a conspiracy theory that said that actually everybody is alive from the Challenger space shuttle. And
they parachuted
just lied
down
that they died
into the ocean to join the nation of Atlantis.
What the reason for them lying, but I don't know. They like brought up that there's all these people with, like, they have doppelgangers. 2 people had twins that they never had before.
Oh my god,
it's ridiculous.
See, people like make conspiracy theories about fucking everything, it seems. Wait 1 second. Let's answer the question really quick. Kevin, space or water?
Would I be more? I'd probably be more scared to go to space because you're being launched and on top of things that could fall apart.
Yeah.
Submarines, it's like more of a slow, controlled thing. But I was recently thinking about, more recent than I'd like to admit, about how, like, I'm just like contemplating like the nature of being in a submarine. Like all those like people that go into like navies and shit. And it's like you're on this cramped ass like metal
tube,
and it's like you can't see outside and if you did, it would just be pitch black.
Yeah,
because there's no light down there.
That is something.
It's like, how long am I down here?
That's something that scares me.
They're nuclear powered now, so it's like they could theoretically be down there for months.
Yeah.
That's why I think, like, logically going into space would be scarier, but for some reason, like, deep ocean and just like the expansiveness of the ocean is terrifying to me.
What do you... Okay.
The expansiveness.
So what's your like call for what's scarier? Underwater?
Yes, underwater, I guess, then, for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like being near bodies of water at night even. It's just from growing up in the middle of a landlocked country.
Yeah, we're not used to the water.
Dude, I'm trying to get used to the water. I've been going to the Y.
You just like look out onto the ocean. It's just like an endless void at night.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be the scariest thing. And the fact that, like, I feel like I'm just thinking about, like, if I'm going to die, if I get launched into space, I'm probably just gonna like instantly like freeze and just like die instantly.
Or would you suffocate to death? That could be a thing.
I think it's just super cold in space. You probably just like, you know, like if you put a bug in a freezer, they like just.
That's
freeze,
true.
Like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I'm just super afraid of drowning more than anything.
Right. I agree. I'm also scared of
drowning. That's the thing. And you get crushed by the water. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the pressure.
Not even scientists know what is like down at the bottom of some of the oceans, right?
Yeah.
Like not all of the oceans has been explored. Like as deep as they actually go.
Do you think there's
that shit's scary?
Do you think there's
what's down there?
A giant shark. Do you remember that stupid movie we once saw?
The Meg.
The Meg. Did you know I looked up afterwards. That's a fucking book.
Yes,
I could not imagine being the stupid person that's like, ooh, I want to read a book about a giant killer shark.
Maybe the book was good. Hey, you liked Jaws.
Tasty.
No, the book about Jaws
It's been 20 minutes.
Oh, is it?
But you don't know that the Meg book wasn't about some existential stuff.
That's true.
Okay, time, break.
We got a metro notes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a blonde! Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Were you done with it?
No!
What'd you do?
I'm sure it's fine. It's dirt. Dirt's sterile. Thank you. He just threw his blunt over the porch. Thinking it was like a twig or something.
That
No.
was a twig on my
No,
hand.
I don't see it.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Might have landed somewhere closer to the tree. I don't know.
It's filled with little fucking sticks that look like blunts everywhere. Oh my fucking god. Why? Why? Why?
Were you almost done with it?
I bet I could go down there.
No.
Do you think I could find it if I go down there?
No. Oh my fucking
What if I do though? I feel like I can't. For some reason.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. What a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking huge idiot. I was like, oh, what is this little fucking piece of stick that feels like it's burning my fucking hand? Of course it's a blunt. What the fuck am I doing?
Get rid of it. It's hurting me. You could finish your story about the plane or something.
Oh
which
yeah,
I don't.
the plane.
I
For
just
Jake
watched the
Joyce.
episode, but I didn't catch what was
We
going on.
mentioned that he
was too
DM'd
involved.
in.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But you never actually answered his question.
So, this is okay. What happened was, we had the mildest fucking turbulence.
This was on our honeymoon, by the way.
Yeah.
We were coming back from Seattle.
When your pants were
We
unzipped.
didn't really have that much turbulence, did we?
That's why I said a mild amount of turbulence, and I had a ventilating panic attack. I was like, it's gonna be fine, right? I'm like, I could not fucking handle myself. And like I don't really feel like I let myself lose my shit like that, but I lost my shit like that. I was like, not about it, dude.
I can't judge anybody for having a
Not
panic
about
attack
that life.
because I do it for no reason, not for like a specific reason.
Yeah.
So, but I could understand though plane anxiety because it's like you're trapped in this little tube all the way up in the air. But I'm just not really that. What's going on over here? Scully.
I just didn't want to hear it. I just want to hear in the background. Like the whole time. That would be annoying if I was.
Scully.
Kevin, what's some music? Give me an album suggestion for people that are. So let's say you're painfully uncool, and you're like, like you're going to a party, and
They hand you the aux.
They hand you the
Oh,
aux.
okay.
The Bluetooth.
So
I'm-
non-host carrying
yeah.
music.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you the scenario of who's there, and then
Oh.
you have to tell me what song you're gonna play. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Are you zeroed in?
Yes.
All right. You can play as well,
Okay.
and then I'll play as well.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm nervous, but yeah.
Yeah,
Take a deep
now
breath.
I'm kind of nervous.
Take a breath. Ready? You're into kelp.
Okay.
Right?
Oh. Okay. Strike one.
Yeah.
Just
Bring it back.
kidding.
You're into kelp. You're at a house party.
Okay.
Right? So it's like working class people and some people that are
Where in DeKalb are we?
College kids or no?
college kids.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but
Current college kids?
current college kids, but they're probably, I'm going to guess, like 22, 23 years old.
Okay.
Okay. So they're like grad students.
Yeah.
Mixture.
Like older. Not like, like
Not
there's
like
going to be, there's definitely going to be younger people.
I'm at a
like
grad
18
student party in
Yeah.
DeKalb.
No, there'll be 18 or 19 year olds there as well. But like the majority of the people that are like, it's at the house of an older person. Goth kids, a lot of goth kids there, right? And like gender fluid kind of.
This is not something that I know. I don't think I would put on something.
And
that
then
they would like.
No, you just have to think. They hand you they hand you their phone. What are you putting on?
Goth kids and gender fluid kids in their early 20s, a couple 18 and 19-year-olds.
Yeah, like let's say like they're like art students.
Okay.
That's tough.
Are there still goth kids, or did you change your mind about that?
So
I'm I'm gonna put on some Bauhaus or maybe early Cure.
Yeah.
But,
I think
that's a good choice.
I think the Bauhaus will get you booed out though. Aren't they like light races and like
what was the first
adjacent?
I don't know about that. So I mean, yeah, I could get booed out for anything these days.
No, I mean I'm just.
I don't know.
Early Cure.
I was not aware of that. I'm pretty sure the early Cure are not light racist adjacent.
No.
So.
What are you gonna choose? You have to choose one song.
One song. A Forest.
That's a jam. You got one, Brooke?
I don't know.
Just shoot one. Like
this is an interesting demographic you got.
I know. That's
at
why
this
I'm
party.
afraid of
I have a second one.
I'm afraid of these. I'd be walking out that door. Let me tell you.
I don't know the young people music.
No, it doesn't have.
That's true.
It's from like 40 years ago at this point.
I was gonna say.
That's true.
I was about to say, did you just?
I don't know. What's yours? I'll keep thinking.
Yeah, Skylar, let's hear it.
Because it seems like you have an idea.
I don't. I'm literally just pulling demographics out of my ass trying to make something. I'm gonna guess. I'd probably do some like. I'd probably do some like kind of like bedroom pop shit. I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to put something on that was too like
Boy Pablo.
Yeah, something like that. Just because I wouldn't want to put on something that was like too like I wouldn't want to put like black metal on and just like have people like sitting in the party just
walk out. Then you walk out the door.
Yeah, that's
put on Burzum Philosophim.
Yeah, right.
Full album.
Yeah. You have to listen to every song, and I will be explaining to you how it relates to runic magic.
They might be into that. The runic magic part, at least.
Just not the...
Ooh, you know what? I don't know how goth kids would feel, but we'll do Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
that's what the kids like.
They got
nowadays.
They got that witch front woman.
Exactly.
So.
Rhiannon.
Witch adjacent front woman.
That's the song I'll do. Rhiannon.
Okay.
That's a good one. Are you ready for the second?
That's a hoe-pleasing choice.
A hoe-pleasing choice.
I like that. That's a good. That's. You know what? That's gonna kind of get the party getting a little witchy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we'll play "Witchy Woman" by the Eagles, and then they'll be bumping.
Ooh, witchy woman.
They'd be like, "This resonates with me so well."
I really am feeling this.
You're in a room.
Just a single room?
In a room.
In a room.
In a room.
With 12 goth kids and a couple gender fluid kids.
No.
That are in their early 20s.
In a room where it's 14 to 16-year-olds where they're having a dance.
Males?
Male, female, you're like the DJ.
Oh, like homecoming dance at high school.
But you have to do a throwback
So
jam.
is this middle school then?
Macarena.
Throwback for the middle school?
No, but I'm gonna give you the criteria. Ready?
Okay.
This is not like a school function.
This is like teen night.
Like teen night. Like you're like.
Did you ever go to teen night?
I don't think I did.
Do you know what it is though?
Do you know what that is?
Barely. It's vague. Yeah, the memories are vague.
It was like at the Park District.
Yeah, it would be like.
Okay. Yeah, it was promoted as that, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I ever went around.
It was literally just a dark room where teenagers could like grind on each other.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and they play music.
Yeah, it's like a dance, but like.
So not my demographic at the time.
But it wasn't mine either, but I was still there.
Yeah, so. I was definitely there too.
Oh, nice.
So, but
so like today.
Not
right?
my scene.
But it's a throwback.
Not my bag.
You have to do a throwback jam. What are you gonna choose?
So I'm at teen night and I have to pick a throwback jam.
Yeah.
For the teens. The teens throwback jam. Okay. What year is it? It's 2022.
22. Yeah.
I
have mine.
So, so we're playing the Zoomers at this point.
Yeah. This is
firmly in the
Yes,
Zoomer camp.
exactly.
We're like in the middle of like what will be the Zoomers, I guess technically.
Like physically?
No, like time wise, I guess. You know what I mean?
We're at the tail end of the millennial generation.
Yes, we are millennials.
Zoomers is like
understand,
late 90s onwards
I'm saying
to
we'll be-
2012 or so.
The people we're playing to are like the middle age when the Zoomers.
Oh,
are
okay.
old. You know
The
what I
heart
mean?
of the Zoomer.
Yeah, they're the heart of the
Yeah.
Zoomer
Sure,
generation. You understand
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? Now?
Okay, what's a throwback to them?
Um,
Probably like shit, I don't know. What's like a 2000s Disney movie?
Ooh,
I
It'll
was-
be like,
that's the
oh my
writing
gosh,
down?
this, I don't want to make them cry
Oh,
like they
okay.
say on YouTube
Yeah.
comments or some shit
I'm
like
thinking
that.
a couple different
Oh
ways.
my gosh,
fir-
it's so nostalgic. It
Yeah.
makes I'm at my keyboard in
first-
tears.
Oh wait, this is a dance though. Like,
It's
you
a
want
dance,
something
though.
somewhat upbeat.
somewhat upbeat.
Well, I
Um,
guess they saw movies that were older than them, like
Super Bass by
Mulan.
Nicki Minaj.
That's a good one.
Super Bass. Oh,
Maybe?
that's a good
Boom,
choice.
boom, 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 boom,
You
super
got
bass,
the super
bass.
bass. You a stupid
no,
hoe.
no.
You a stupid
Party
hoe.
Rock
You
Anthem.
a stupid
Party
hoe.
Rock
Party
Anthem.
Rock Anthem.
Party
is-
Rock
Rock
Anthem.
Anthem.
That is an
Oh my
alpha choice. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put that.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that at the
Okay.
highest of our list right now.
Question over.
LMFAO.
That's the you can't top Party Rock.
I think this is the one that I would choose. The get low, get low, get low, to the window. Wow.
That reminds me of our teen nights. Like that's what they would play at our shit. I feel like.
No, that song was new when we were doing teen nights.
Right. That's what I mean. So
Oh, yeah.
we would be listening to it at our teen night as a cool song.
Yeah.
Like a Harry Styles song or something.
Yeah, like
Party
Well,
Rock.
not like Harry. It's not the
You know,
exact
like-
same.
like a Harry Styles song.
I was just thinking of the most popular, like.
What do you think they play at
Person.
dances? Like BTS songs? I don't.
I guess.
That's a good
So,
question.
Like,
I don't listen to the radio. What's on the radio? It's probably that shit.
Do kids? I don't think. This is.
Kids don't listen.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
guess
what,
kids don't listen
to
radio.
Probably
fucking radio either.
XXX Tentacion.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah.
He's still releasing music though, I
What do
guess, right?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't either.
What is it with all of these kids rappers just getting capped? It's a real question I have, and it's something I was thinking about. It's like it's almost
Is
like
it cool to do that?
no, like getting killed.
It's for the
Like
clout.
they all get nice.
They're
cool.
chasing clout
I
so
didn't know
hard
your
that
cool
it
lingo
leads
to
to
get
like
tapped.
being killed by someone else.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, if I was the record label, it is literally the smartest.
It
thing
is
that-
in my best interest to not have my artist die on me.
No, it's
No, it is.
It is.
Oh,
it's
okay.
in
Well-
your best interest to have them die because
As long as they have a good back
Yeah,
catalog,
catalog.
though. If they don't have a catalog, then
all hip hop artists have a huge back catalog because it's like easy
Yeah.
to just record over anything.
I'm never gonna release this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
The
dun, dun.
the thing, the reason is like they are worth way more dead than they're alive. I hate like as much as I hate to say that.
That's
Like
what they say
Yeah.
about art too, right?
Just look at Nirvana.
yeah.
Although I guess they were worth it when they were alive.
Yeah, they were probably
Yeah.
the biggest band in the era that they released. But like, I don't think anyone would give a fuck about that Station if he didn't get
I'm
like
sorry, what?
Station. If he didn't get like capped in the dome at a like Rolls Royce dealer or wherever the fuck he got killed.
Wasn't he a piece of shit anyway, though?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of his girlfriend. So I mean, like, and like raped people, and was in prison,
Yeah.
and almost murdered someone in
I don't
prison.
think any of the music was good either. So it's like
No, there's some good songs.
Okay.
If you like really hyper clipped like beats with
Being
like,
an audio engineer, I don't
you don't like that style.
generally.
I do not.
I there's like
'Cause
a
it's just fatiguing.
Yeah.
At least to my ears, it's like I can't listen to fucking Death Grips.
oh, you don't like Death Grips?
Not really. I
Ooh.
mean, I tried it when it was hot, like in the early 10s.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, okay, I can see what the Fantano fans are talking about
I
now.
think
Now
I
I'm
just-
just like, no, this sticks with me. I can't remember a single freaking song.
I think I like a nature of like music being more like raw, I guess. Like a lot of that shit seems so like
overproduced.
No, like everything. A lot of hip hop seems overproduced now, but like that shit sounded like so like blown out and crazy sounding. At least like early Death Grip shit just kind of sounds just like shitty sounding, and like they've gotten better as time goes on. At least is the way I view it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't really like the Money Story that much, but like Death Grip's like is lit. But I can definitely understand like people not liking it. It's just like listening to like grindcore in the same way. Like you can't just. I'm not gonna pop on a grindcore song, but if you're like in the mood, yeah. Sorry, that was my motorcycle driving by.
Mexican flag like, number, are we on 4 or 5?
5.
Well, chronologically, I don't know. Cinco de Septiembre.
Yeah, this is the 5th. What is it? What holiday is it?
It's Mexican Independence Day for all our viewers at home. That's why we're counting Mexican flags on the road, because today marks the day of independence for our neighbors, lovely neighbors to the south.
I fuck with Mexico,
From
though.
España, right? Is that what we said?
From Spain, yes.
My grandpa used to steal artifacts through Mexico and have.
Through Mexico?
Wow, Indiana Jones sounding ass.
Right? Yeah, he was a really Indiana Jones ass dude. He would have my dad. He'd like get like. Let me tell you okay. So he'd have my dad walk across the border and get a box of cookies. And he'd walk across.
How does that fucking work? Box of cookies.
Yeah, well, they didn't. You could send a singular person through, and they would like grab shit and they would carry it back over to the U.S. border. You could do it on foot, and it would just be filled with like my grandpa had like tens of thousands of dollars of like Indian artifacts and like.
They don't search shit when you bring it across the border?
I mean, not in like 1972 or whatever the fuck year that my grandpa was doing that. And he told me like the story, like he was the person who told me this in first person. And he's like, yeah, man, we just walk them right across the border, just like boxes of shit, just put it, just walk it right. They never suspected it. And he amassed a huge like he had like a bunch of artifacts. And when he died, the second he died, my uncle came in, who lives in Canada, and stole everything from the house.
The second he died.
Yeah, So like he stole like I don't know. Probably like $20,000 worth of like Native American artifacts. Just like he like had a crazy collection. He was really into that shit, and I was just like, that is the most unethical shit that you could possibly be.
We did also go with a jackhammer and chisels and chisel out all of the precious gemstones that he put in his giant wood burnt. No,
it was like a stove. Yeah,
a stone stove in the backyard. But it was massive. Like these chunks we carved out were like this big.
Yeah, like huge rocks.
Like rocks. He was like amethysts and.
He was like real life Indiana Jones on some real shit. He had like bears stuffed in his basement. He had a room with just like a bunch of dead animals, and I would just like look into the room and be like, I'm never going in there. It was so like just giant bears.
You didn't really know your grandpa that much, did you? Is that the one that you didn't know very well?
No. He my dad's dad.
Right.
We weren't super close, but there was a period of time where my dad was trying to like mend a relationship with his father because he kicked him out super young, and that's why my dad like went into the army and shit. And they like tried to mend their relationship near the end of his life. So I was like, just like my childhood, like I'd like go over to his house, and it would just be like him like chewing dip or like smoking a cigar and just like complaining about his Asian neighbors. Like, I don't like them. Their food smells bad.
They belong in a museum.
Oh my god.
They belong in a museum.
I mean, that's probably one of the better things that somebody could say if they were on the racist side.
Do you know something? Look at me, Kevin. Did you know something? You want to know a secret? Come here. Let me tell you all a secret. Bring it in.
Get real close.
They made an Angry Birds movie.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know
I didn't see that.
Did you know they made an Angry Birds movie?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Did you know something else? Do you know they made 2 Angry Birds movies?
I do now.
I watched it. I watched it recently. I watched the Angry Birds movie, and I was like not really expecting much because I was like paying attention to like editing the previous episode while watching it, and it was.
Was it Oscar worthy?
I wouldn't say it's Oscar worthy, but it's definitely like one of those things where it was like, I think they were trying to do a message, but I mean I don't know if I was just like too high and paying too little attention. But this is what the beginning of the movie is, and don't quote me on this because I might be completely wrong. But there's pig characters who are the bad guys, and they're trying to move into the bird neighborhood. Oh, that wasn't loud enough to scream. I was about to go, yeah, but it was like,
Oh, he's
yeah,
coasting.
It was just kind of like a.
I bet his car could be loud if he was like.
It's for the best that it wasn't though.
Yeah.
Straight piped.
You want to get straight piped?
That guy wants to get straight piped, I think.
Kevin, I kind of want to
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I kind of want to straight pipe you, bro.
Do I need to leave? I can go inside if you want.
What if that was like?
That's on the. We'll say that for the Patreon episodes.
Ooh.
That would be fucking
20
hilarious.
minutes.
That's perfect.
Yo, Kevin's getting straight piped right now.
Okay, ready? Tell me what to do. Spacebar, right?
Oh, it's done? Okay.
Just the record. Are you ready?
You want to start the cameras?
Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Make sure you do the other camera as well.
20 minutes.
Make sure you do the other camera as well.
Starting now.
No.
Starting now. Okay. You don't need to yell at me.
I love you, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I love you, yes, I do. I love you, Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're done with it? Are we done with this bit?
He was taking it too far. Look at him. Look at him.
That's okay. I like when bits go too far because I'm usually bits are usually ending at a point where I'm like, well, that bit didn't go far enough. I don't want to get to the bottom of this. What's this Jesus Christ business anyway?
Tell me the story
Although
from the
it is like
beginning,
streaking
shall you?
down your face.
You ever
That's
White
what
Claw.
I'm saying. That's
why do
what
they make
happens
Jesus so
when we let
sexy?
him. Because
It's desirable to be with him, I guess. Skylar didn't like that.
What'd you say?
Sorry, what was that?
Jesus
I
Christ.
said it must be.
love you, yes.
I said it must be it's desirable to be with him. You think people are gonna be like, all right, this is how we depict our eternal Lord and Savior, and then they're just like, ugh.
Looks like Danny DeVito.
You know, okay, so you know,
I don't
like,
know if that guy's my crowd, you know.
yeah. So, you know how like when nuns, like when they like take the oath, they have to like get married to Jesus. Isn't that the like?
I don't know. I don't think that's not the official term, but yeah.
Do you
they
think
devote their lives to Jesus? Yes.
But they like, I think they symbolically become married.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm gonna look this up later, and I'm gonna put the answer right here. Oh wow, I was right. That's crazy.
Okay, well,
I'm just joking.
Wow.
If I'm completely wrong, then that'd be hilarious. It's gonna be a cutaway and be like, no.
Actually, Skylar sucks balls.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Wasn't, again, conspiracy theory maybe, isn't the thought that the artist that made the famous pictures of Jesus, like, Jesus was just some gay Twinkie model that just happened to be the model for Jesus, and he happened to be really hot and gay and Twinkie?
I think...
And he was his little, you know...
They didn't have gay people back then.
Well, then he was just Twink-y, without the gay. But we all know.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is, like, they make him too hot.
Oh.
I gotta say, they
Like,
really do
okay.
make Jesus too hot.
Jesus.
As somebody, and I think you did too,
there's a
who
bunch
sat there and stared at him, staring at the, you know, dying on the cross the whole time we had to sit through mass. Did you have to go to mass every week?
Oh yeah. Are you? You're talking about St. Catherine's of
Yeah,
Genoa.
I mean in general, just going to church every week.
Yeah, he wasn't
Because-
that. Well, that The statue wasn't on the cross. He was just kind of floating there.
But you've seen.
Which I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Right, so he's just floating there, but you see, like, his loincloth is, like, hanging. You see the V line.
Like,
Oh,
he's
so
ripped.
this is just at, like, other
saying?
places. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Genoa watered it down a little bit.
No, but I mean, he's got a little, like, you know, it doesn't leave a whole lot to the imagination.
I mean,
what
the
he's got
man's
going
only
on
wearing a fucking...
underneath the loincloth there.
You think Jesus was hung? How big do you think Jesus' penis is?
Compared to Shaq, I'd wager
What if that-
Shaq's is a little bigger. Just gut.
I mean,
gut
hey,
feeling.
actually, isn't it said that Jesus was probably Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
So he was also a person.
Yeah,
of
so none
color.
of this shit matters. Like, there's the interpretations of it.
But
Unless
I'm
they're
just
like,
saying he probably had a big dog.
here's an
He probably
anthropological,
did, right?
here's an anthropological interpretation of what Jesus looked like. It's like it's just a regular fucking guy. Like you're saying, you
Danny
wish he
DeVito,
was.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's
He
like, well, he
looks
probably
like
was.
Danny DeVito.
That'd be fucking sick. Oh, man. That's a good, like, have you ever seen Last Temptation of Christ?
No.
Directed by Martin Scorsese.
No.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He's done 2 religious movies, and they're, like, the best 2 movies in his...
I've had enough of religious trauma. Thank you.
No, it's not even that. He loves Jesus so much that, like, when he puts, like, personal depictions and iconography of Jesus, they makes people that love Jesus look as cool as the mobsters that look in his movies. So he's like, Adam Driver is in Silence, which is his other Jesus film.
I do love Adam Driver.
And he's so fucking good. He's like, you like 100% believe that he just like wants to bust inside of God, or the Son of God, I guess technically Jesus.
Adam Driver does?
Yeah, he loves Jesus
In
so
his
much.
ass.
Yeah. Well, no, this goes
I
back
can
to
suspend my
Yeah, well,
reality
no.
enough to watch that.
yeah. This goes back to my original point. Do you think nuns are allowed to like masturbate too if they think about Jesus?
Probably not.
Because
I like how you both instantly shot that idea now. They're like,
Well,
not
that's
even.
that's generally shunned in the whole religious community in general. So it's
You
like,
can come without
Right.
touching yourself.
you can.
yeah.
But
So that's just like
that-
at
it
that point,
takes-
it's just like, oh, sorry.
It
Sorry,
takes-
yeah.
But that takes,
Sorry, God.
It takes a lot of mental effort, though.
If there's any person that's like closer to being a monk that like could like use their mind to masturbate, I bet it's nuns. What else? Like,
I don't know.
Don't you have a family member that's in the papal,
Yes, I
right?
have never. Who is a nun and does live in a monastery. We
That's
have
sick.
never discussed masturbation before. So sorry to.
Well, next time
I guess I wouldn't with a family member like that either.
that'd be fun.
We have never discussed that. She is also at this point probably at least 80 to 85 years old. And the last time I saw her, I was probably like 15.
That'd be funny if you like came up
She
to her
was
like,
my confirmation sponsor though, and I felt like the fucking boss having a nun is my confirmation sponsor.
One up the whole
Exactly.
confirmation class.
Even
Well,
though I didn't really give a shit to begin with, but
we did invite her to our wedding. That'd be funny if I just like came up to her like, I have a question to ask you. Can you use your mind to bust to the
Well,
Son of God? I
mean,
need to know.
I think a lot of that is like because of like the taboos around it and stuff. There's probably a lot of like,
I don't.
you know, you're suffering for not the clout, but like the.
Are you suffering for the clout?
You're putting
It's like
somebody else's.
One second,
You're,
I-
you're
I-
a ball cell.
I want to put that as a little quote. Kevin Drake. Catholicism, suffering for the clout. Suffering for the clout. Kevin
Ding.
Drake. Yeah, I'm gonna.
But like, yeah, you know, it's like you have to resist the temptations of the devil and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's
The
like-
devil is making.
So it's like if you just think if that's like on your mind all the time, which I'm sure for some people it is, it's probably I'm fine.
To go
I'll calm
off
down.
Of that, I bet
I'll
they
get
don't
over it.
even think about masturbation in the first place. They
Right.
don't even think
Exactly.
about it.
Yeah.
By extension of
They
yeah.
don't. It's not even a thought in their mind.
Okay, but let's be human fucking beings for a second.
Well, also
Okay.
most nuns are like 80 years old, right?
That I would, if I was a betting man, I'd put money down that my grandmother masturbates and she's fucking ancient. So let's be completely fucking honest with ourselves.
Listen, I don't know.
Is
Your
she a
libido
nun?
Could go down.
No.
She is the opposite of it.
Is she a religion? Yeah.
No, okay,
It's like,
so no.
if we're talking in the realm.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh, so you're just dispelling the
I'm
age
saying-
thing.
I'm
If I
saying-
had to guess,
yeah,
I don't
dispelling the
think
age
my
thing.
grandmother masturbates.
I
Truly.
bet you the fuck she does.
She can barely breathe. She can barely get to the
She's
kitchen
masturbating so
without...
I promise you, and this is how I know. If I was a human being, I
Sorry.
could be on my deathbed and I'd be like an old man.
That's a you thing.
No. Listen. I'd be on my deathbed. I'd be like, God is taking me soon. I'd be like, well, there's time for one more month.
My God.
And I promise you,
I'm going to be sitting right there.
I know you will be, because
I'm not going to be like, can I help at least? Okay, fine.
That's
Do it
how I know.
yourself
That's
then,
that's
bitch.
how I know I'm
Do it
gonna. That's
yourself.
how I know I'm gonna die first, because it's. I'm not even gonna be that old. This is me. I'm like 45 years old. I'm like, I'm going to bust one more time before I die.
You better not
Come
die
on,
at
get up.
45 and leave me with the rest
Giddy
of
up.
this shit.
Just smacking my penis as hard.
Come on.
Hey!
Scully did not like that.
Oh, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, man. God damn,
Don't be
bro.
joking about dying on me. At 45.
Thanos. I didn't even write anything down. It just popped in my.
Thanos, what are your thoughts?
I bet the world would be a lot more chill if half the world died. I don't mean to be. But the thing is, I'm saying this like completely as like.
Knowing that we could be the ones that just disappear?
That would be sick. That's.
No more responsibilities?
Yeah, how's that to say?
Say less.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, but nobody wants it to be them. So
No.
there's the opposite side
Well,
of that.
yes.
I mean,
There's the
nobody
monkey's
wants-
paw.
That is, yeah,
I
that
was
is
gonna say
the
nobody wants it to be
existential-
them.
Well, except
Nobody
for-
wants it to be them.
It only sucks if
You're Spider-Man, and then you.
Oh shit, I'm dying.
Oh!
I was supposed to grab the pizza and save New York.
no, it only sucks if everybody else around you
Pizza
dies and
time.
you're still alive.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Look at the camera and say pizza time.
Why? What does that
Pizza
mean?
You're
time.
the only one who hasn't said pizza time, that's why.
Pizza time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pizza time.
Oh man, you almost made me bust ASMR style.
Pizza.
Pizza time, Daddy.
My name is Spider-Man.
You'd be a good Spider-Man, Kevin.
And this is my
That didn't work.
ASMR. I'm going to shoot my web.
How do you think that was?
Why the fuck are these both empty?
Because you're
There's
hammered.
garbage right there. Relax. Do you see what I
Sorry,
have
I'm
to deal
answering
with
some
every
very
day of my
important
life?
texts.
Is this heaven or Las Vegas? Answer my question, Kevin. Is this heaven or Las Vegas?
It's not Las Vegas, I can tell you that much.
Man, Las Vegas.
I don't
That
think
leaves
it's either
that
one,
leaves
to be
me with
honest.
one. That kind of narrows it down, as fucking Arlie Ermy said in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yes.
Only steers and queers come from Texas, and you're not a steer, so that kind of narrows it down.
I love. Full Metal Jacket's definitely a movie with like two dramatically different tonal sections that split it up.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like it's two different movies separated
Yeah,
at the half.
I could watch the first section of Full Metal Jacket over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. I mean, I've definitely watched the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I've definitely not watched it as many times as the boot camp section of the show, like the movie, like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But see,
I have not seen it.
Yeah, the second half, it's like after like the weird like pseudo psychological horror of the
Right.
climax of the first one, and then it's just like, oh, we're all just off to war in Vietnam now. I'm just a shit talking
right.
young man, and then I'm about to go into combat.
1 second. I'm gonna shoot an idea to the audience. Ready? I'm looking right at you. Look at me. We're looking at each other. Would you like a second podcast on this channel where Brooke watches movies?
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Where Brooke watches movies that.
I've
You-
never seen before, which is almost every movie.
That's what I'm saying. You could give
Same.
the most honest reviews.
Honestly, yeah.
That sounds like a kind of fun show. We're like you've
Brooke
never seen Full Metal
reacts.
Jacket.
There-
There's thousands of movies you've never seen.
It's slightly embarrassing, slightly annoying, when, I'm the person where, people are talking like, what movie have I never seen? Schindler's List. Maybe not start off with that one.
I haven't seen that either.
You never seen Schindler's List either?
No.
I don't know.
I'm like Brooke. I've never seen most movies.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't
like
think
even
of
when I
another
feel
one
like,
off
hey,
the
I
top of
watched
my
this
head.
recently, I'll be able to talk about that now.
Kevin and
That's
Brooke
like-
react.
And that's like, oh, there's a bunch of movies.
But
It's like, I don't have time for
constantly
this.
people are like, oh my god, you've never seen...
That was so
Bleh.
annoying.
Like,
in,
no, okay, no, I
college
haven't.
and high
Relax.
school.
Relax.
It's you don't need to ostrich size me.
Exactly. I lived under a rock, okay? My parents didn't show me anything.
But no, we're shooting you.
Okay, also, maybe is there some sort of, like, parallel here where we both grew up Catholic and our parents just did not show us anything fun?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Nah.
I had to kind of find fun stuff on
Yeah.
my own, which I didn't really do till I had more or less unfettered computer access.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
You're like, man.
which was
So,
last year.
That will do
Yeah.
it.
That,
Yesterday.
I'm just kidding.
Like even like
that was
your own,
doing a bit.
even like your own apartment.
Was
You're
that
like,
just
man,
a
I wish
bit?
this firewall was enough. That my mom said. You're like sitting
My
in
mom
your own
emailed
apartment.
me a firewall that she told me to put on.
Yeah.
Actually,
I can't watch this hentai,
Hentai.
whatever that is.
hentai.
I popped one on once.
Don't act like you
A
did.
firewall?
No,
Check
no,
it
no.
out. The hentai.
Oh, once?
That's what I'm saying. Don't act like you
No,
was
no,
trying to.
no. It literally is something that I have like zero. Like it makes me horny, not at all.
Okay.
Reverse.
Like
horny.
yeah, it really doesn't. Like my dick gets soft when anime comes on
Oh,
because I'm trying to focus. My brain has two modes.
Focusing on the plot.
My brain has two modes. It's brain mode and penis mode.
Okay.
So if the anime is on,
Isn't
shit.
that how most men
It's
work?
either or.
It
it's
seems
binary.
Like that's kind of generally
Ones
how,
and zeros.
How it sounds
And you know what
like
the one is.
How it sounds like it works. What do you think,
No,
Kevin?
no. Kevin's I feel like
I
a
don't
an
believe it. I'm
intellectual.
not a Sith. Only the Sith believe in absolutes.
Absolutes, yeah. I would
Deal with
hunt
absolutes.
if we were living in a world of like Jedis and Siths. There's no way I'd be a Jedi. I think we all kind of know that.
Yeah.
If there was like if it was Harry Potter world, there's no one I'd be Gryffindor. I'd probably be the
You'd be a Slytherin.
Are there Sith that
100%.
don't deal in absolutes? Because maybe then I would be that. But
no one. Okay, we're gonna like go to a real honest moment. Let's not talk about Star Wars because if we start talking about Star Wars,
not.
it's
We'll have to
be-
bring up Keven Mundi,
get him in there.
which I guess it's too late for that. But go
We
on.
talked about Star Wars slightly last week.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you said like the new ones, or Spencer was like, well, they're even more popular now.
that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard him fucking say. I don't mean to be rude, but he's a fucking idiot. There is no way that
Why
Star
do you want to talk about Star Wars though?
because it's my okay.
I mean, in his defense, it's still popular. It's just moved to a medium that's different than what we're used to. Because now everything's on a streaming service.
Why?
Right.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
Everything's
It is
popular on a
different.
streaming service. Yeah. The thing is, I feel like the like numbers for that shit is like 85% like bullshit. Like
For streaming services?
No,
Or
I-
Star Wars?
no,
Yeah.
this is what I mean.
It's hard to believe what's real anymore. You know what
Nothing
I'm
is
saying?
fucking real.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is like
But to suspend disbelief, let's assume that the numbers for Star Wars are real.
It's
It's
not-
even hard to believe that.
Numbers
Yeah.
in terms of like
concurrent viewers and shit like that. It's like
Fans.
yeah,
okay,
fans.
Yeah.
So
Like,
much.
and what is a like? How are they getting like? There's this many Star Wars fans. Where's the poll? That
Okay.
they're-
Let's just
Anyway.
And how many people are saying Keven
You wanna
Mundi
talk
is their
about
favorite
statistics?
character?
I mean, Cutie Monday is this is what I mean.
I'm more of a Kit Fisto guy.
Yeah. R5D2 character.
R5D.
I
The,
remember.
like, flat-headed
Yeah.
ass one from the early movies.
Yeah,
that
I
just,
love
like,
that shit.
The Jawas just kidnapped.
I remember once a friend of mine, Dominic, we played.
The Dominic?
Do you know Dominic Johnson?
Yes, I haven't heard from him in many years.
Me neither.
I
Okay.
wonder how he's doing. Dominic,
I-
are you watching?
Dominic, are you watching?
Probably not. but
Probably not. I'm sorry.
How you doing, bud?
But if you see this, come on the podcast, even if it's 7-8 years from now.
Right? Yeah. I remember.
come on down.
I remember one time we played Star Wars Monopoly, and it was just literally us sitting through and just answering questions. It's like I think we missed like 4 questions in all of stuff. We're just like, it was just like, you know, sitting with it. I remember once I was like, this is not a very fun game to play with.
If you just know everything.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is,
that's why you don't want to talk about Star Wars, because you know everything.
No. I there was a period of my life where I hyperfixated.
You're tsundere on Star Wars.
Yes.
I hyperfixated on Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I had
to
that
the point
too.
where it's like
everybody has those hyperfixations.
Yeah, it was like my
I still
Twilight or my, you know what I mean, like
mine was Doctor Who for a while.
Yeah, I hyperfixated on Star Wars for years and years to the point that it makes
it's kind of cringy to you now.
I'd have to pretend like I don't know facts about Star Wars to not feel like a dickhead. Be like, well, what about this? I'm like, actually, man, you know, he was a bounty hunter that originally, and then like the episode becomes pointless. So,
yeah, I guess I can understand that when you say Twilight, because I did love Twilight when it first came out, like the books. You know, I remember getting it at the book fair when I was in 7th grade. And that was before the movies came out, and then like once the movies started coming out, it started getting, I thought, kind of cringy, and then I did not want to associate with it anymore, and I thought it was lame.
I bet that's a book that has a high number of people that have masturbated to just reading. Ratio.
Oh, Twilight? I thought you meant Star Wars. I'm like, now that I think about it, there's probably not a whole lot of Star Wars Rule 34 out there, is there? I guess there is.
I was gonna say.
Characters.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Star Wars?
Yeah, forget. Let's cut that part out.
No.
That's the wrongest I've ever been on this podcast.
I'm gonna just put a blurred out image, like scrolling of just like Star Wars pornography.
It's 20 minutes.
Okay, for the record, that's the wrongest I've ever been on this podcast.
Hey, I'm gonna take a minute. I have an idea. Okay. So, Power Hour podcast is starting. We're like really. That wasn't loud enough to yell. I was about to yell.
No, that wasn't.
Okay. Power Hour podcast is growing. It's young. It's a young podcast, right?
It's got young hosts.
We're just starting.
So young. Just babies, yes.
Yeah, look at these smooth faces.
My hairline isn't receding at all.
Yeah. If you feel so inclined, show a friend. Right? Maybe show 2 friends. Maybe show 7 friends and then
your grandma.
Show your grandma and force them to watch the episode.
Or just play it really, really loud in the background so they listen. They have to hear it. You can't.
You're like,
you know.
Who was yelling at passing vehicles in a 30-mile-per-hour speed zone?
And you can tell.
And you can say, "Hey, that's my good buddy, old pal, Skylar Montavon."
Yeah. So I sincerely appreciate everyone that's been listening. I've got a lot of people like talking to me about liking the shows, liking the clips. So thank y'all. Thank you, Kevin.
I don't need to. Well, thank you.
You are the second. This is your second.
Yes. This is my second show.
Yeah. Thank you for being a reoccurring guest.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Indeed.
All right,
it's
ready?
just a big jerk off sesh, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Circle jerk that I just happen to be. That's the reason I'm here, so that it doesn't turn into gay porn.
Look at the camera and just say fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Point at him. Fuck you. Fuck. Point at him, Kevin. Tell them.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch ass motherfucker. Your penis is small. You smell like Cheerios. What do you fucking hang around children? Fucking toddlers. Fucking your mother. Fucking. Hey! It must be the money.
What's the matter with you?
If you want to go and take a ride
with me, bustin'
Hey,
Hey!
must be the money.